This week on the Husky Update.
A second assassination attempt on former President Trump. 3 Americans facing death in the Congo. And an attempted robbery on campus. All this and more on this week's episode of the Husky Update.
Your campus, your news, all the time. From the Showman Studio, here is the Husky Update.
Welcome back to the Husky Update. My name is Nikkia Jean Charles, and this is the week's news. Before our regularly scheduled programming, we have a breaking news story from Northeastern campus. On this past Wednesday, September 18th, Northeastern students received a timely warning notification from NUPD regarding an attempted unarmed robbery on Gainsborough Street the night before. The victim was a Northeastern student and reported that the male suspect attempted to pull off her necklace and take her cell phone. The victim sustained minor injuries and no items were taken. The suspect fled the area, away from campus on a moped. A similar incident was reported near Northeastern's campus on the 18th by Boston police. The suspects were arrested by Brookline police on the 19th, 2 days after the initial incident. Now, back to our regular programming. This past Sunday, September 15th, a shooter was caught and apprehended from an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. The shooter, Ryan Routh, was hiding amongst the bushes lining the Trump National Golf Club in West Palm Beach, Florida, waiting to strike. One of the Secret Service agents noticed a barrel sticking out of the bushes and began firing. Cell phone data collected from Routh's phone reveals that he was at the golf course for nearly 12 hours before he was caught and apprehended. The FBI is treating this case as an attempted assassination. For now, Routh has been charged with several federal gun crimes, including being a felon in possession and possessing a gun with a wiped-out serial number. This last charge is interesting as there have been a number of legal developments relating to serial numbers on guns. This event is leading to ripples across the country, especially after the attempted assassination on former President Trump in July. There are currently investigations from the FBI looking into the previous assassination attempt, and now there are calls from the White House for Congress to increase the budget for the Secret Service. These 2 back-to-back incidents are concerning the general public for the welfare of our public figures and candidates, which is ever important with the upcoming elections. Now we go to Saloni for the lightning round.
Thank you, Nikki. Hi, I'm Saloni Bhatia, and this is the lightning round. In local news, Northeastern's global network is expanding into Portland, Maine, a town of almost 70,000 people that will soon house our new RU campus. The RU Institute, named after its donors, is a Northeastern-affiliated graduate school that has been operating in Portland since 2020, and it will move into the new campus once it's completed. The location of the future campus was once a factory operated by B&M Baked Beans, but Northeastern hopes to turn it into a hub of AI and machine learning research. The project is expected to cost $500 million and to be completed in 2027. Given the scale of the expansion, we went to the streets of Northeastern campus to capture students' reaction to the new campus. So now we are on the Northeastern campus, and we're going to be asking Northeastern students what they think about the new Portland, Maine campus that is going to be opening in 2027. So what are your thoughts on Northeastern spending $500 million on the new Portland, Maine campus?
I think Northeastern should be looking into developing the Boston campus and the other campuses it has already further, focusing on the housing crisis, focusing on the dining hall, focusing on paying its faculty and staff correctly, not having like rodents and other things in the dining halls, focusing on the education, quite literally anything else besides trying to expand its Northeastern empire and going elsewhere. I understand that they want to have a great impact across the world, but considering we do have a few campuses already, I think I should focus on expanding the value of the impact it's having on the places it owns already.
A lot of money, $500 million. Maybe they could have done like a jackpot thing where they like do a lottery thing and like the winner of the lottery gets like $1 million and can do it 500 times. I think that would have been cooler.
I personally think it's crazy, just only because like I think there's that $5 million can go towards things here in Boston because I feel like there's just resources here that are probably not funded well enough, and I think Northeasterns can definitely use that $5 million and put that towards other stuff here. Like I'm a KMD student and I am advocate of like Ryder and like fixing facilities over there, and I just think like that $5 million could just go to like getting us like new studios or like new materials and whatnot. So yeah, kind of bizarre, but are we surprised?
In national news, the 76th Primetime Emmy Awards took place this past weekend. The ceremony had many special moments, bringing an engaging show to downtown Los Angeles. From a father-son host duo to a big win for Asian actress Anna Sawai, the night was full of firsts. Shogun was the big winner of the night, winning 18 awards, and The Bear made waves as it took second place with 11 awards. In a surprising win, the comedy Hacks took the award for Outstanding Comedy Series, upsetting The Bear. In international news, 2 astronauts are stuck on the International Space Station. Barry Wilmore and Sunitha Williams will return to Earth in early 2025. What should have been a mere 8-day mission has now turned into an 8-month journey in space. Essentially, complications arose when the Boeing Starliner, the spacecrafter the astronauts used to go to space, suffered from major thruster problems and helium leakage. NASA deemed that the ship was not safe enough to bring the astronauts home, and they started working on contingency plans. The plan is to hopefully get the astronauts home on a SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule sometime in February. Until then, NASA ensures that the astronauts are safe. That was a lightning round. Back to you, Nikki.
In other global news, a military court in the Democratic Republic of Congo issued death sentences to 37 people, including 3 U.S. citizens. The court convicted them after participating in a failed coup back in May. The attempted coup was targeted toward the presidential palace and resulted in the killing of 6 people. This fall, Northeastern has witnessed a record number of participants in sorority rush. Our NUTV reporter team has the story.
We are NUTV news correspondents Olivia Vassiliou
And Clarissa, Caslli.
Last week marked a historic rush period for Northeastern University sororities.
The university, which is not accustomed to a vibrant Greek life, was taken by storm as rush candidates attempted to pitch themselves to each sorority, hoping to get a call back.
Saturday, September 14th, over 1,100 potential new members with hopes of becoming a part of one of the 11 sororities at Northeastern piled inside Curry Student Center, setting a new record.
When you're just talking to that many people, your social battery runs out really quick, and I know that, I wasn't recruiting, but from their perspective, that's a lot, and I didn't want to make it too difficult for everyone, but everyone did a really nice job. And then the second weekend was just a lot more stress-free because we were dealing with a smaller amount of girls, and everything worked out.
Recruitment is split into 4 rounds: open house, philanthropy, sisterhood, and preference, each day representing a different foundation of each of the sororities.
It's 2 weekends, 4 days, 4 different rounds. Each round gets longer, and then each day you're supposed to get just deeper with the sisters, talk more about yourself, and the sisters talk more about their chapter. The first day is really just getting to know you. It's called open house.
The chaos of the past few weeks stood in stark contrast to the rush of previous years, with over 1,200 potential new members. After 2 busy weekends, the process culminated on September 23rd, when new members opened their envelopes reading which Greek organization they would call home.
The historic interest demonstrated in sororities this fall, while overwhelming, is a key indicator that Northeastern's low involvement in Greek life is a trend of the past.
Reporting from the Curry Student Center, I'm Olivia Vassiliou.
And I'm Clarissa, Caslli.
Now we go to Armaan in the studio for an SGA update.
In April, I had the chance to interview the current student body president, Matthew Coughlin, as well as his executive vice president, Cassidy Donahue. Both Matt and Cassidy have been involved in SGA since their freshman year, and they had a lot to share regarding why they joined the association, what motivated them to run as a slate, and what they plan on accomplishing in the next academic year.
Yeah, my name is Matt Coughlin. I'm an incoming student body president and a 3rd-year mechanical engineering major right now. He, him, his pronouns.
Hi, my name is Caslli. I go by she, her pronouns. I'm a second-year political science and psychology major. I'm the current Speaker of the Senate and the incoming Executive Vice President.
So we have three main goals that we ran on as an incoming slate. The first is trying to better connect students with administrators. So this is really about finding pathways so that we can take concerns that the student body has and make sure that administrators and upper administrators really hear those concerns. The second one was all about trying to boost school spirit, kind of plan more fun events, plan engaging events, plan events that the student body really wants. And then our third key goal was to try and better support clubs. This means giving clubs more resources, more funding, and just more all-around kind of support so that they have the tools that they need to continue to provide a really good experience for students here at Northeastern.
Yeah, and some other goals we also have are improving DEI initiatives, both internally to the association and also externally through our outreach and external events, and also just improving our SGA operations internally. That way we can be as functioning as possible to better serve our student body.
I would say one of the main challenges is that there's so many things that we can work on and so many things that need to be improved with the university. And that means it's always going to be necessary to some extent to really choose what we want to put our effort into. And I think that in our campaign, we were very deliberate in choosing sort of the main priorities that we wanted to tackle, being events, club support, and then also trying to connect students with administrators. We chose those because we think they're kind of very tangible. And I think that that's going to help make sure that we're actually able to deliver those and not get too bogged down in the challenge of deciding where to focus our effort, because we already have a very focused goal.
Just that we're really excited to get started. We've started having all of our internal elections in SGA, so things are really starting to pick up for the fall, and we're super excited to be your new president and executive vice president.
Yeah, it's been so much fun to be able to meet so many students over the campaign period, and I really want to emphasize that we're not going anywhere for the next year, so please reach out to us, continue to have those conversations. We are so excited to hear kind of how we can make sure that SGA is really benefiting the student body. So shoot us an email if you ever need anything, and we're just excited to go into next year.
And that's all for today's SGA update. Back to you, Nikkia.
That's the news. The rest is up to you. Be sure to like our Instagram page and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with the Husky update. My name is Nikkia Jean Charles. Thank you for watching.